Hi, this is Victor Antonio, and welcome to another episode of Victor's Inbox. Today we're going to talk about what comes in my inbox from folks like you. Let me just say that I really do appreciate your emails that you send me, and hopefully I've responded to you. I try to respond to everybody. I get a lot of inquiries, but I try to respond to everybody. So if I didn't respond to you, first I apologize, but please resend your question because, again, I really try to respond to everybody who sends me an email. The first question I want to cover is one I often get is, can you be a great salesperson if you're an introvert? And the answer is, I would say yes. It depends on the type of introvert you are, but let's say you're the average introvert. Now, one study showed in the University of Pennsylvania, did an interesting study, and it showed that you can be a successful salesperson if you're an introvert, believe it or not. Now, here's what they did. It's a fascinating study. University of Pennsylvania decided to look at 300 salespeople. In looking at those 300 salespeople, they asked them to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 7, 1 being I'm a full introvert, 7 being I'm a full-blown extrovert, right? And what they did is they tracked their sales. And what they found is that statistically there was no difference in introverts and extroverts, which was fascinating. For example, on average, the introvert sold about $120 per hour, where the extrovert sold $125 per hour. Not a big difference. But what they found in this study is that if you're somewhere in the middle between an introvert and an extrovert, Daniel Pink calls this an ambivert, and if you're somewhere between an introvert and an extrovert, that's where the best salespeople lie. Now, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense, right? Because if you're too much of an introvert, you're not asking enough questions and you're not really sharing your expertise with your client. But if you're an extrovert and you're too far over that side, well, guess what? You're not listening anymore because you're too busy what? Talking. So somewhere in the middle lies the answer. But isn't that the way it always is? Moderation is always the key to life. So if you're an introvert, there's hope. You can just be a little more extrovert without fully going over to the other side. And if you're an extrovert, fully blown, you may want to pull it back just a little bit. This is Victor Antonio with another look at Victor's Inbox, reminding you, selling ain't hard when you know how. Take care.